Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur IFC, Irwin's French Class. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, nous allons étudier le futur proche, ou the near future in English. After the present tense and the recent past, this is a new tense for you to talk about what is going to happen soon. To do so, we will first need to revise the verb aller, which is the verb around which the near future is built in French. We will then review the construction of this tense through examples and talk about its uses in context. As always, we will then do some activities to revise and practice. C'est parti! In French and in English, there are two future tenses. In both languages, there is the simple future. It's called le futur simple in French. For example, in English, it's I will do this, I will go there. We will cover it later on in this series. And there is the near future. In English is, for example, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go there, which posits a time a little earlier than the simple future. To form the near future, you need to combine the present of the verb aller, which means to go in English, with the infinitive of the action verb. In this regard, the structure of the French near future is very similar to the one in English. Before we go further into the construction of the tense, let's do some revision of the conjugation of aller in the present tense. Here it is. Let's cover it together, so please repeat after me for pronunciation. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, don't forget the liaison over here, let's do it again. Nous allons, same for vous, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So now all you need to do to make the near future is adding the infinitive of the action verb to these forms. For example, and you can repeat them after me, je vais étudier, for I'm going to study. Tu vas jouer au foot. Il va arriver. Elle va écouter de la musique. Nous allons partir bientôt. Vous allez voir un film. Ils vont manger. To negate the near future, all you need to do is place ne pas around aller. For example, je vais étudier becomes je ne vais pas étudier. And you can repeat that after me. Je ne vais pas étudier. Tu vas jouer au foot becomes tu ne vas pas jouer au foot. Il va arriver becomes il ne va pas arriver. The way the near future is used in French is very close to the way it is used in English. As I said at the start of this video, it is to talk about something that is going to happen soon in the near future. Therefore, it is quite normal to find expressions of time such as ce soir, demain, tout à l'heure, bientôt. For example, and let's repeat this together. Ce soir, nous allons manger au restaurant. Let's do it, that first bit. Et demain, nous allons voir un film au cinéma. However, the proximity in time is relative to the action that is expressed. In the previous example, I could use the near future because of the expression ce soir and demain, but also because eating at the restaurant can be considered as something that one does, somewhat regularly. If I talk about the same action, eating at the restaurant, but now in 2 years' time, I will then have to use the simple future. Conversely, if now the action is, for example, to go to France, if you live in another country, this is something that one does arguably less often than eating at the restaurant. Therefore, if it is happening in 2 years, it could still be considered close in the future given the nature of the action. Therefore, you could say, dans 2 ans, in 2 years, dans 2 ans, je vais aller en France, and use the near future for that. By the way, as you see in this example, this is the verb aller that we conjugated in the near future. And this is a confusion that I have seen in many of my students. The use of aller in the near future because of the repetition of the verb. Yes, aller is used both in the structure of the near future, the first aller, je vais, and secondly as the action verb, simply the infinitive aller. So there's a repetition here. However, it is perfectly regular. Just like in English, when you want to say I'm going to go to the park, en français, you're going to say je vais aller au parc. And it's probably even more confusing if you use the vous form, as you then need to repeat the same sound, okay? Vous allez aller au parc. You see how we repeat aller? Yeah, it could be a bit confusing, so be careful with that. Let's repeat it together. Vous allez aller au parc. All right, let's do an activity to revise and practice. Simply complete the sentences I'm going to give you with the verb in brackets conjugated in the near future. There is the translations to guide you a little. So the first one is demain, je les courses. And you see in brackets is the verb faire that we want to conjugate. So demain, je vais faire les courses. That's right. Second sentence, tu en France bientôt. And we're going to use the verb partir in the near future. Tu vas, don't forget the S, tu vas partir en France bientôt. Ce soir, nous, au restaurant, manger is the verb we're looking for. Ce soir, nous allons, and don't forget the liaison, nous allons manger au restaurant. Elle, un email. And that's the verb écrire, to write, that we want. Elle va, très bien. Elle va écrire un email. She's going to write an email. Il, du piano. And jouer is the verb we want. Ils vont jouer du piano. That's perfect. Elle, à l'université. Étudier is the verb we want to conjugate in the near future. Elles vont étudier à l'université. Vous, au cinéma tout à l'heure. And aller is the verb we want to conjugate. Vous allez, très bien, don't forget the liaison and the Z at the end. Vous allez aller, and don't forget you need to repeat the sound, okay, the same sound. Allez, aller. Vous allez aller au cinéma tout à l'heure. That's perfect, guys. Voilà, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. I hope that the construction and the use of the near future in French is a little bit clear for you. To practice, please write in the comments a short sentence to say something that you are going to do today or in the near future. J'espère que, I hope that, vous allez mettre un pouce bleu. Did you get that? Vous allez mettre un pouce bleu. That you are going to put, mettre, to put, un pouce bleu. Et que vous allez vous abonner à ma chaîne. And that you are going to subscribe to my channel. Ok, à bientôt. Ciao. À plus.